Hey guys, what's up? Shin0555 here, back with another drawing video. And today's video is Hades from Kid Icarus Uprising. This video was requested by Wolf Old Donald. Thank you so much for your request, and yeah, we're gonna be drawing Hades. He's not too bad. It's a little complicated. He's pretty detailed, a lot of like the markings and his crazy hair. But overall it shouldn't be too hard. So anyway guys, let's get our pencils ready and let's jump in. Alright guys, so to start off drawing Hades, like every other drawing we've ever done we're going to start off with a big circle. This is going to be like the gesture for his head. So you start off with a nice big round circle. You know, keep it light. Again, whenever you do like gesture work, always keep it light. So like that. And then if you want to, you can draw in the crosshairs, which would be like this. And then this line's kind of going to be up. It's kind of looking up. Like that. And then kind of his head shape is kind of like it goes down, kind of squares off here, and then goes up and around. So something like that. And if you want to, you can kind of draw on his neck. Should be something like this. And then he'll have like a shoulder here you'll see a little bit. But then one arm kind of covering this whole part up. And then he'll have another arm about here. Like that. And yeah, now we can start kind of jumping into detail with his face. Basically, I like starting off with his nose, since his nose is kind of like jutting out. And it's basically this kind of big bump right here, like this. It's kind of like U-shape. Like that. And then we draw on his eyes after the nose, which you get one here and one here. And now for his eyes, they're pretty easy. Basically, you're going to start with this curved line going down like this. Then curve it down, up, and kind of around the circle like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to extend this line out and make it like a spike. And then curve it in and get another spike. And it's going to go down and into this line right here. Because again, Hades has a lot of like red glowy markings. This is one of them. And then this eye is just kind of like a curved line that curves down. You can kind of flatten it out near the bottom here. And goes up and in. And then the other eye is pretty much identical. It's going to be a curved line. Goes down. Over. This isn't going to have as big as a like line, like it's not going to be like this one where it curves up like that. It's going to be a bit more straight. And then we're going to curve it up. You get like the little curve line here, and it just goes down and in like this for his eyebrow. And then this eye, it's a little bit more straight than the other one. So it kind of curves up a little bit on the bottom there, like that. Then once we get that down, you can draw a big circle in for his eye. Like that. And then a little half circle right here for a light reflection. And then a little oval in the middle. And you can shade that in. And kind of the same thing on this side. Big circle, half circle, oval. And the thing with Hades is like he's evil. So like when you're evil, the whites of your eyes are black. It's just the law. So you could shade that in as well. And again, it helps when you're sketching stuff out to like shade like something that's like pure black and black. It helps it like stand out a bit more. Like that. And now we could like finish off his nose, which his nose is actually pretty easy. This we can stick with this. This is a good shape. But basically you're gonna just draw a shape that goes up and then down, and it kind of makes like a triangle right here, and then it goes up and down like that, and just kind of connect these two. And again, you could shade this in black as well. just like that. And now we could get his smile, which his smile is going to kind of be, I'll just draw like kind of like a little box, or like a little gesture for it. Something like that. Like about that big. And basically, it just starts off at like a tip here and curves in, and then over, and then up, and then kind of curves down, and really rounds off at the bottom here. And it's going to curve up and straight into that one, so you get a big kind of creepy smile. And then we draw a line going across like this. And at the end of these lines, we could draw in like a little spike here and here, like that. And then also, just to kind of show teeth, we can draw like basically this kind of like diamond shape. There's one here. You can probably fit 3 in. Like that. And if you want to, you can kind of shade these in as well. Like that. And you can kind of connect the middle lines here. And kind of extend these lines out a little bit more. This is all for his teeth. And then here we're going to start at like the end of this line, not connecting to it, but about here, and just draw a curved line here and here. And then same thing on this one, just a curved line, and then like, get kind of like a V. Almost. That's just to show like his gums, and on the bottom here you get a little curved line here, here, and they basically connect to where like these lines extend out. Like that, just to show his gums. And then once we got that down, we can draw in his jaw, which is basically just a simple kind of curved line, like this, like right under his mouth here. And now we could draw in his head shape, which his head shape isn't actually too bad. Basically we're going to just start here and just kind of follow. We're going to get like a curve here, and then this is where his jaw would be, or his chin, and it's going to curve up like this, and then it's going to go into where his like cheek is here, and it's going to get a curve line about here. It's going to curve up in a little bit, and then over, something like that. Again, it might be a little bit complicated, but I think if you just follow along, so you basically just draw the head shape around like the face we had here. And then just to kind of draw in some detail, he has 2 long. Actually, before we do that, we're drawing like his face creases, because he's like super evil, so his face is very like creasy. So basically we're going to start here and just draw a curved line that curves around like this, and then just kind of down for his cheek. And then kind of the same thing on this side. Curve down and over, like that. And then he's going to have, like, the markings that he has here, he has going off of his eyes. So you go down, kind of overlap this line here a little bit, and then go down, and then bump off, and connect back to that over there. You get a little bit of it over here. Right here, you just see it. And then just for some more markings that he has on his head, you basically get like the same shape we have for the nose, you get here, and then just a little curve line on the bottom connecting it. And then here you get a curve line, like a C, and then it just goes straight down, curves up and in like this. Same thing over here. You get like a C going in the opposite direction, straight line going down, curve line going up like that. Nothing too complicated. And now, and that's pretty much it for his face. Now we could kind of just go into his hair, which his hair is actually not too hard. Basically for like a gesture, it just kind of like waves out like this. And then another one, and then another one. So again, just keeping it very loose, very just kind of getting the hair shape that I want. Something like that. And basically, there's no like sure way to do it. So like you don't have to follow this exactly as the way I'm drawing it, but basically what you want to just keep in mind is his hair is very like coral reefy, if that's a good word. It kind of looks like Yu-Gi-Oh hair almost, where it's like it looks super hard. So to draw that, we're gonna just draw very like stiff angles, something like that, and then like, because you don't want it like flowing like normal hair where it's like really wavy and curvy. You want to keep kind of the curves like kind of straight. And then just for his like hairline, you could just kind of draw on like little V's and then just kind of draw that in there. Draw that like that. I'll get one over here. And again, you just want to keep it very very stiff, very kind of think of straight lines. You can put like a little curves in there, but not too many. Keep most of it straight. Again, it kind of looks like almost like a coral reef almost. So very straight, very hard, very pointy. And then and again, there's no like exact rhyme or reason for it, so like you don't have to do the exact spikes that I'm doing. So if you're just kind of like, you know, eyeballing it, that's kind of what I'm doing. And then here, and just also like little details, his hair will go down and then curve over, and you get kind of like a lightning bolt. And then these ones are like super thin on the bottom here. He usually has them like around like his neck area. Like that. That's good on that side. Now we can jump into the other side. And again, don't have to be exact. You can kind of just do what feels right. And it's also good to kind of have like the hair overlap like his face a little bit. Like we can draw like one here, kind of like going over his face. Again, it makes it a little bit more dynamic. And then that's pretty much good for now. We can probably do it a little bit more in later. But what we're going to do in now is his like crossed arms. And so yeah. And basically we're going to start off here. This is pretty much good for the gesture we need. Basically what I like starting off with is kind of like a ribbon he has. Like his hair, like his skin's kind of weirdly like peeling off and like ribbony. I don't know if that makes sense, but we're going to start off with a curved line here. And it's just kind of going to wrap around the arm that we have. And go over. And then just kind of draw another line kind of hugging it. So kind of go in the same direction. And then he's going to have another one about here. But this one's kind of going to go off and then kind of be its own spike. And then stay about here. And then his arm, it's like sectioned off, so like here's a part where you get two parallel lines like this. And if you were coloring it in, this one would be like red, and there'd be like a little bit of a dip in here. And then you get like a little bump, and then it goes into its arm, get a little bump over here, and then just a little curve line here and here. It's kind of showing this. There's like a different, like it's hard to explain, but basically it's like here's his skin, there's like a glowy red patch right here that like wraps around his arm, and then like his skin continues again. So yeah, and you kind of get the same thing over here. You get like a little bump, and this one would also be red, like where his wrist is. And then here you get a little bump, go over, and then here a little bump, and then just kind of connect it in, and get a little curve line here for like the start of his hand, and you kind of just darken in this line, and these lines for his arm. So it's one arm. And once we got this arm down, we can draw on his neck, which his neck is just a line going down like this, off his jaw, another line curved down like that, and then you just get like two curve lines that curve in here and here, and just make sure. This one's kind of bad because like this one's like almost on top of the hair, so I'll erase that piece of hair too. Again, this is why you always draw light. So we're gonna get a curve line here, and then kind of put that piece of hair over there so it's not overlapping like that. And then this arm, it's basically just this kind of like curve line that curves down, and it kind of gets to a point here, and then you just get another little curve line here just to show his like arms bending, or his muscle on his arm for where it's like crossed over. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Hades. If you want, and we can finish off by like just kind of drawing more jaggedy spikes here. Just kind of finish off the hair. But other than that, that's pretty much how you draw Hades from Kid Icarus Uprising. A little complicated. Definitely recommend you look up a picture while drawing it. You could easily find it on Google. I just searched Hades, Kid Icarus Uprising Hades, and I saw this picture and I was like, that's good enough to do a how to draw video. He's actually pretty complicated because he has a lot of like textures on him, and just a lot of like stuff going on, like digital artly, so it's like it's hard to draw just a basic line drawing of it because like it looks a lot more complicated than it is. But yeah, anyway guys, this is how you draw Hades. And oh, here's the sketch we just did. Here is a more inked version, so if you were to take like an ink pen and go over all the lines, erase all the guidelines, that's kind of what you have on the left there. So and again, thank you so much Wolf O'Donald for the request. Yeah, and if you guys have requests, I do take them. Basically, all you need to do is leave what you want me to draw in the comment section below. And on Sundays, when I make how to draw videos, I just randomly pick one off the list. There's no rhyme or reason. So, yeah, if you guys have any requests, leave in the comments below. And also remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Really helps me out. And I will see you guys in some other video. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.